Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my Let's Play Aion. Well, as I promised the last time I was playing my Gunslinger, that I would be doing the Haramel dungeon, and here we go. So this entire episode is just my run-through of Haramel. And as you can tell, it's 32 minutes long, and I actually edited out some bits and pieces, especially when I'm gathering stuff and inconsequential things that really have nothing to do with the storyline and things. Oh, and if I'm talking over any of this stuff, or if I click through some of the stuff too fast, you know, please feel free to pause and read if you actually want to pay attention to what is being said by our little Mori lurk here.
Kobold's mine for odium here at this spot. And at the Odella nursery, Mumu Ham and his men process Odella gathered by scurvs near. The processed odium in Odella is then put in a box in Haramel Tower and transported somewhere via pulley. Gestenurk is the only one who knows where, Nirk. My brother Mufinurk? He knows where Gestenurk is. Find Gestenurk if you want to draw back Haramel's dark curtain.
Alright, so that gives you a little bit of a flavor of what's going on, and some of the things that we're going to have to ultimately end up doing. So we've got one of the first quests going on here, and obviously I took a little bit of time to read that. So first thing is we need to pick up some fine odium and some raw odium, and he's got a couple other quests here for us. So this is the next one over here. So we need to kill some peon. I need to get rid of a quest in there, so let's get rid of that one. Add that one to the list. So we need to get rid of some Dukaki peons, watchmen, and protectors. So we'll take those out, as well as do our odium gathering along the way. And along the way, there's also a couple of what I would term mini bosses. In each one of the rooms or areas within this dungeon, there are mini bosses, and then of course there's the final big boss at the end. Now this entire dungeon is actually meant to be soloed. In fact, if you are in a group, your group is disbanded and you each have to go in independently. So this is one of the things that's different from World of Warcraft, where if you want to solo a dungeon, you actually have to be fairly over-leveled before you can do so. Otherwise, you have to do. Most dungeons require 5 people at a minimum, and then of course the raids require 10 or 25. And with some of the vanilla raids, they actually were 25 or 40 people. So that was definitely one of the neat things here. And since I like to solo, I kind of liked that you have a dungeon here that is soloable. So that's kind of neat. And it's actually, you know, I mean, like I've mentioned before, I'm on the fast track server, so I'm leveling up a lot faster than normal. I think typically you can go into this instance if you're on the normal speed server at like level 15 or 16, something like that. And so at level 20, almost 21 here, I'm over leveled enough that it's, you know, extra easy. As you can see, I'm having no problems whatsoever taking out any of these guys. There's the mini boss right there. Here we go. We're gonna take him on. Drudgelord Kakiti, I guess is. I don't know if it's supposed to be a he or a she. Looks like it has boobs, so I will call her she, I think. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Alright, so we got... and each one of these actually drops some nice items. I mean, the club I don't think is something that my Gunslinger can use. She prefers guns. But in the meantime, you know, she can still sell it and make some money off of it. In fact, I might actually be able to use the auction house since Aion still uses auction houses. But might as well go pick up some of this fine odium over here. So it's already been refined. The odium ore. So odium is an ore, and then there's these bags of Odella, and they use the Odella herb for something as well. I'm not quite sure what they're using the Odella for, but at any rate, so I'm going back down here and see what else we need to do. And the kind of the grayish blue circle areas kind of show you where you have to go to do certain things. So we still need to get some peons. I was trying to spare the peons, and then I realized, oh, whoops, I actually need to take them out, because that's part of the quest. I'm like, aw, they're just poor little peons. I don't want to take them out. don't want to kill these poor guys, but well, don't have a choice. So sorry, guys. You know, I've got to get rid of this protector and stuff too. I don't know if any of you who are watching right now also watch my World of Warcraft videos. You know that I try to avoid taking out all the trash mobs if I can. But in this particular case, there's a lot of these that are not trash mobs, so to speak. Alright, so we've got some raw odium that we need to pick up. And then let's go ahead and take out the poor little peons while we can. I mean, you know, all they're doing is just shoveling coal into the furnace. I guess they're converting the raw odium into the fine odium, which then gets shipped off somewhere, which we'll find out later. Alright, so that's one more to go, and then we still have some protectors and watchmen to take out, but there's more in subsequent areas, so I'm not going to worry that I'm not taking them out. Alright, so we got rid of the peons, poor little guys. Alrighty, now we'll venture down here, because we still need some more raw odium. I think I've got all the fine odium, yes I did, but I need raw odium, and it's all here in this tunnel over here. So we'll just kind of pick things up. And I think I might have to take out the weak arm first, because he is aggressive, but also very weak. One shot out he was. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll loot him later. Alright, so we've got more raw odium over here. It's just all over the place. Alright, 2 more raw odiums to go, and then we'll be done with that. And there's, looks like a treasure chest right around the corner. Yep, or treasure box, I suppose. Might as well we'll break that open. And it's funny, you actually have to, like, attack the darn thing to open it. Alright. Not a lot of loot, but hey, anything's better than nothing. Alright, one more piece, and then I think we're done here. Alright, so yes, we're done with that part of the quests. So now we've got to go back into the main chamber, and we need a watchman and we need a protector still. And it shows that there's potentially some watchmen and protectors in the room there, but that's just to say that that's where they could be located, but we've already killed them, so they're gone. And so I've got to go down this other corridor over here. And we'll find more. Yep, there we go. There's the first protector. We'll take him out. And then we'll hopefully find a watchman along the way. And then we'll run into, I forget, Gastenurk or something like that, is who we're looking for. Oh, there's a seeker we gotta take care of first. Alright, take him out. Only because he is aggressive, and I will aggro him before I can get to the watchman, so might as well take him out first. Alrighty. So go ahead and take out the watchman, and then I'm done with all protectors and watchmen, and we'll have that to turn in as well. Yep, there we go. Talk to Moon. Oh, that's right. We need to talk to Moon Frennerk first, and then Gastronurk. Or Gastronurk, whatever. Okay, so there he is. Moon Frennerk. These guys all have funny names. I think they all end in Nurk. Oh, and we just hit level 21. Alright. Leveling on up there. And I think it's somewhere between level 24 and 26, maybe like level 25, something like that, where we'll be able to start using Aether cannons. So we're getting close to being able to try a different weapon set. So even though we can't use Aether tech, we can use Aether cannons. So that'll be fun. Alright, so we have some more quests to turn in and pick up from him. And, yeah, so he's hinting at something. Alright, so we need to steal some Odella for him, so that's something that we'll turn in later. And I better get paid. Alright, so we've got that. I'm taking out that one other extra quest there that I don't really need to track. Okay. And then there's that rusty box that we need to try and open. And I don't know if they've made this any easier or not, but I remember this whole box thing being, I don't know, maybe I wasn't feeling well that day when I was playing this the first time through a few years ago, or maybe they made this whole sequence easier, but I found it I think I remember spending like over an hour trying to find my way to getting to the, opening the stupid box, and I don't know why it seemed like such a difficult task at the time. When I wanted to float down, and somehow I didn't click my wings properly, so I ended up having to run down the whole way. Alright, so one thing is here we've got a Keymaster, Moo Dang, so obviously we're going to need a key to open this box, so he's a good target for trying to get a key to open the box, so we'll go after him, and we'll see if we can't find the box and open it. Let's see, am I going to take him out or not? Yes. Might as well take out the extraneous people. You can see that they've got these things floating over their heads. It's supposed to be an indication that they've been brainwashed by the true leader behind this facility and everything. Alright, so we got the Keymaster. There we go, one rusty key. It's a little allusion to Ghostbusters there, I think. If you think about the Keymaster in that movie. Alright, so we're going to use that to get us up. Let's take a ride up to the top of the tower. And it's not even like an elevator lift, it's just like magic thing, something. There's nothing on this level, so we end up ultimately having to go up the stairs. Yep, here we go, up the stairs. Ricketiest set of stairs I've ever seen, that's for sure. Alright. Yep, and we've got another Moo that we'll have to take out here. And again, all of them have this stuff floating around their heads, so they're like brainwashed. We'll get a chance to meet the brainwasher later. Alright, so there's that rusty box that we're looking for. Can we see what's inside? Oh! We need a rusty key and 3 lubricating oils. Oh, of course. That's the one thing I always forget is the lubricating oils, which means we've got to take out the mechanics that we saw down below earlier. And might as well take care of this guy first. And then one thing I realized is there's no way down from the tower except flight. Unless you climb down the ladder, but it doesn't let you, as far as I remember. So, it's faster to go down this way anyway, so I can just float down with my wings. Alright, so we'll take this guy out since we aggroed him. And then we'll take out the mechanics because they're going to be the ones with the oil, I'm pretty sure. Mechanics often need lubricating oil for their work. Alright, so there we go. And yep, there's lubricating oil. We need 2 more of those. We need a total of 3 of them. Of course, this little quest to open the box doesn't say anything about that. You know, you have to figure that part out for yourself. And like I said, the first time I ever ran through this part of the dungeon, I don't know, I just felt frustrated and I couldn't figure out what it was I was needing. I think if I recall correctly, it didn't tell you when you're trying to open the box what you needed. It didn't tell you needed a key, it didn't tell you needed the oil. So I think I eventually, you know, like I saw the keymaster got the key, etc. But it just wouldn't open the box, and it just would say box will not open or something silly like that. It didn't actually tell you exactly why it wouldn't open. It just said it wouldn't open. And I don't know. It didn't dawn on me that I had to kill the mechanics to get oil to open the rest of the box. And so I think maybe that's one of the upgrades or changes that they've done to this game since I first started playing. And I'm looking for the lift again because I now have the 3 oils. But yeah, that information was missing, and apparently, I'm guessing they added it because I'm probably not the only person who got really frustrated with that. It's like, what do you need to open the stupid box? I mean, it makes perfect sense now, thinking back on it, but at the time it was like, you know, why can't I've got a key, I got a rusty key, I got a rusty box, why can't I open the box? So anyway, now that we've got all the missing ingredients, now we can open the box. There we go. And the manuscripts are the ones that will be interested. The Moon Fenurk is going to be interested in. Alright, so we'll fly back down. Sort of. Float anyway. And, nope, gotta take him out. And then we will go on our merry way to the next section of the dungeon. And if you're still watching this far into the episode, I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you're enjoying this walkthrough of Haramel. I don't know if how many people are going to watch the entire thing, but you know, if you're actually interested in a complete walkthrough, this gives you a perfect opportunity to see exactly what happens and what to expect throughout the whole thing. And I do appreciate anyone who watches through, especially on my longer videos. So anyway, thank you. All right, now look at the state of disrepair in this place too. It's horrible. All right, so now we're into, I think this is the Odella processing plant. Weird thing in here is there's a whole bunch of things that are interactable, but you can't do anything with. Like this well-dried ginseng. Like, I get the little gear icon thing going on where it shows me that I could potentially interact with it, but I ultimately try and nothing happens. Same thing with there's several other things in the room, and you can see here I'm trying to interact with it. I'm clicking nothing, just nothing. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I should move on. And there's another mini boss in this room that I'm going to take out, and along with some side people. And here's the processed Odella I can't do anything with. Now, I do know that there's going to be some follow-on quests to this dungeon, and I believe I have to come back, if I remember correctly. And because of that, you know, maybe this is something for phase 2. The next time I come through here or something. I don't know. I could be mistaken, but I'm like, or is there, maybe there was a side quest giver that I missed or something? I don't know. Anyone who's still watching, if you have run Haramel, like I said, I haven't done this in a very, very long time. So, I could very well be missing something that I'm not remembering or anything, so. Anywho, okay, so we got rid of those guys. Let's take out Moo Ham the Gray. We'll just take him out. He keeps telling me, we don't have any Odella for you. But, anyway, we'll just take him out pretty quickly. These mini bosses seem pretty easy to take out. And, boom. Oh, he's playing dead or something, I don't know. There we go. Now we got him. So, and he keeps talking about Master Hamerun. Hamerun, whatever his name is. Hamerun's crystal ring. Okay, and then there's a cauldron, and let's see, like, so there's the processed Odella, there's the dried ginseng, and then there's this huge cauldron, and I don't seem to be able to do anything, and I don't have any quests to do anything in here either, to be perfectly honest with you. So, like I said, I'm thinking that that's something I'm gonna have to interact with the next time I come through here. I think there's some follow-on quests to come through, to come back through here. So, alright, well, we gotta take out this guy, and now there's a kind of an underground garden or farm, Odella farm here. So we're gonna have to go in there. We need to get some fresh Odella. That's one quest thing. And there's like a whole bunch of crystals and things that I can gather. So this is actually one of the areas where I actually edited out quite a bit of footage because I spent quite a bit of time gathering things to help increase my essence tapping skill. Alright, so there's the fresh Odella. Let's take out the farmer and then take out the Odella. I think we need 5 of them, right? Yep. So that's the first one. We need to get 5 more. And harvesting things from the farmers doesn't do any good because they don't have any on them, apparently. Even though it looks like they have a whole pack on their back of fresh Odella, you'd think that they could drop some. But no. Maybe it's not fresh enough. Alright, so I'm going to take this guy out, because almost every one of these fresh Odella plants has a farmer really close by to them, so might as well take it. Alright. 2, so I need 3 more. I might as well get my loot while I'm at it. Alright, so there's the Moo farmer. I love when I can just take him out in one shot. That's kind of fun. Alright, so let's see here. We saw 2 still. Yep, there's lots of farmers around and not as much fresh Odella as I would like. I'm guessing all the shorter plants are not considered mature or something. I don't know. Because there's lots of the shorter plants, but you can't pick those. Maybe we only want the big ones. For whatever reason. Alright. So let's get that Odella. Oh yeah, there's 2 plants over here. I almost completely skipped the one. Whoops. Oh yes, I played for an hour, please take a break. So at this point I had already played for an hour. I'd actually done a number of things at Alcart Fortress before I started recording, and it was just niggly things like putting things in my warehouse and doing some stuff with the auction house or broker, and cleaning out my inventory, and basically stuff that really doesn't lend itself well for furthering the furthering yourself in the game. It's just kind of little side stuff that you do in the game. Just wanted to make sure I had enough room in my pack in case I got some really good loot and things. So, anywho, yeah, this game actually will tell you, hey, you've been playing an hour, take a break. It doesn't force you to take a break, but it does remind you for whatever reason. Well, I think it might be something built in from the South Korean version, which is the original version of the game. And the folks in South Korea actually get the newest version of this game, I think something around 6 months to a year before we get it in the US. It is a free-to-play game and everything, and as people have might have read in the news that there's quite a few people in South Korea who have suffered from internet addiction and gaming addiction. And so because of that, I guess they build in these little reminders in the games to say, hey, you know what, you've been playing a while, why don't you take a break? People don't always listen to them, I certainly don't, but, you know, I guess it's a nice little reminder for people. You know, I don't know if folks remember the story of that one couple who actually let their baby die. They left their baby alone in their apartment and went to a gaming cafe to play video games and didn't feed or change the baby for days. And the poor thing died. Yeah, that's a pretty bad form of addiction if you're gonna do that. That's not good. I mean, I do enjoy playing games, but I think I've said before, I only put in about 2 to 4 hours a week of gaming. Record all my footage, and then over the next week or so, edit it and put it up as the videos. Alright, so here is Gunslinger, and he's the one who's saying, you know, I'll tell you everything. Gotta go after that Hamerun guy. So that's who we're after now. So we have the final boss fight, and then we'll wrap this up. So first we gotta take this elevator up to his office. And of course he's gonna have an elevator to his office. Big tycoon types and all that. Alright, so his office is over here. A nice little bridge and nice waterfall. This guy's living it up. Alright, yeah, there was some more gathering that I did over there. There was some silver I got. Alright, so we've got a jailer over here. And there's Hamerun in there. But first we've got to get rid of all of the brainwashed Dukakis. Who, yep, I had a feeling they're all going to rush me. So I've got to take them all out one at a time. Well, I can't take them out all one at a time. Thankfully, they're not doing a heck of a lot of damage to me. And they're seeming to be pretty easy to take out overall. It's kind of hard to tell because it's a bit of a melee right now. But we'll get them all taken care of in short order here, so to speak. And then there's Bossman New Kid that I have to take out first. So he's yet another mini-boss before I can take out the main boss. Alright. And before I take him out, I kind of take out some of these other patrols in the room first. First I get rid of the big thing. And there's these other guys sitting in these prisons and things, and I think I can let them go. I didn't try because they're not part of my quest chain right now, and I think that plays into the next time I run through Haramel. Like I said, I distinctly remember having to run through twice and do things like there's going to be the Adobe processing plant's going to play into it, and I think these cages, these people or these creatures locked up in these cages are also going to play a role in that as well. But for now, right now, my goal is first I've got to take care of Bossman New Kitty, and then I need to take out Hamerun the Bleeder. And then we go back and turn all that stuff in. And I think pick up the next phase of quests and things. Alright. Took him out. Alright, so there he is. We'll just take out... I did a little prep first before I took him out. Because he is a bigger boss. He is like the end boss. And yep, before I can kill him, he puts up a shield, and I have to take out these ads first before I can take him out. So once these guys die, he'll attack me again. Alright, so we'll just get rid of this fighter, and yep, here he comes. And it doesn't take...
No, I will not let this be my end. pay for this. You've not seen the last of me.
Right, so you can see he had real fancy wings too. So he's a Daeva. If he has wings, he's a Daeva. But obviously he's a corrupt Daeva. So we'll have to see where this storyline leads us in the future. Alright, so now thankfully they were very kind to give us a portal back outside of the dungeon, which World of Warcraft doesn't always give you an easy way out, so you have to run all the way back through if you want to exit the way you came, rather than using a Hearthstone or whatever to get somewhere. Alright, so we have exited Haramel, and now we've just got to go. I'm gonna use the return and go back to the top of Impetuum, whatever, and turn in the quests. And you'll see there's definitely some follow-on quests that we're gonna have to do. So yes, here we go. Oh, and I didn't do the Taiga threat yet, so I need to take care of that, but here we go. And I ultimately ended up getting the one jerkin, not the magic jerkin, because it had better things for me. I mean, I'm not a magic wielder necessarily. Okay, so we've turned everything in, and thanks for joining me. We'll probably do phase 2 of Haramel next week, and I hope this wasn't too long. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe. I appreciate all the engagement. If you have questions, comments, please leave them below. And until next week, take care. Bye-bye.
Fate beyond